Some minions for you. This is glad.
You've seen a little left foot break there from Lewis. Bang, 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 bang. And I tell you what, that rear axle did not want to straighten up, did it? Lewis Brown's car then.
All over the grass tree, all over that
No
rumble strip
grip.
as well. No grip out there at all. But actually he's carried good pace down the Bentley Straight as outward Niels. Well, he was a championship contender heading into this event, and that non-finish is really going to dent that challenge. Another DNF for the Litchfield man as the leaders work their way through the bomb hole. This will be lap 4 to be completed, effectively the second proper racing lap after the safety car intervened halfway around lap 1.
Yeah, and still a lot of oversteering cars with the rear tyre temps and pressures are just not up to speed, and they're really on tenterhooks. Look how slow really they come out of that last corner, and they're all running track limits. They're all running off the back of that curve, and they're all pinging actual pressure pad there, so everyone will be getting a bit of a warning, so hopefully they don't do that too many times. There's a real lock up there, and I did notice that Barker, he was having a nightmare with that rear diffuser hanging off his car and switches right across the front of the car behind him, and hopefully he gets away with that. That was hard. Well, that's Harrison involved in this. Harrison doesn't want to be hitting it.
Certainly not, because Harrison needs to take points now that Antwerp Niels can't score today. The gap was in favour of Harrison. 29 points is more. Cars have got tangled up. Is that at the Montreal hairpin? Quite possibly. 99 is one of them, which has been turned around, and 2 others that need to scamper back to the track as well. So, not sure what happened there. We'll mop that up for you in just a tick, but Josh Stanton, certainly one of the drivers involved.
Yeah, Josh Stanton and Will Newham, it looked like to me. Oh, drilled in the door there. And that was Ryan Dignan. And everyone else trying to scarper away from it. That was down at Wilson's at turn 2. That was a total nightmare. There's nothing worse when you turn in and all of a sudden, bang, you've got one in your door. So it was good that, as you see, Lewis Brown making a place up, and Dignan, that was the car that hit the guys at the Wilson hairpin. So a real nightmare for him, and obviously he was just locking up them fronts, and a lot of damage and a lot of smoke maybe from the wreck.
There is, yeah, I think that's popped the radiator, and it's starting to boil over. Isaac Spears heading down the short straight into, well, long straight, beg pardon, into Brundles. There's a change there, side by side between Davidson, and the safety car's going to come back out again to clear up the schmozzle at Montreal hairpin. But that was Davidson with a move on Dan Zelos, which will be fine because the safety car boards are only just coming out at bomb hole, so they'll all back off the pace now. The overtakes prior to the SC boards appearing should be okay.
What's a schmozzle? Have you turned into a Southerner?
I have no idea what a schmozzle is, but I quite like the word, saying it. 48's off as well. Now that was another one that was involved in that kind of motorway accident, one into another at the Montreal hairpin.
Very much like Ruben Barrichello's helmet there.
For motorway reach freeway.
That's a total disaster.
Yeah, their first action now based in London, but originally from Belgrade. Representing a real international field in the Quake Mini Challenge for 2020. This is the addition, of course, to the support package from last year into this, and they really do provide fabulous entertainment. Obviously, the safety cars are hampering our racing ability, though. We don't get any extra time, as you might do in touring cars. You know, there's an ability to add on laps in the BTCC, but the time continues to tick away in this format. Good job it's a 25-minute race rather than the usual 20, I suppose.
Yeah, that does seem to be the problem sometimes, isn't it? Because there's so many cars and they're on, you know, really cold rear tyres. They do seem to have these problems, and we've not seen it too much actually with the Mini Challenge. They've been exceptional races, and it's a bit of a shame. It just seems to be one after the other, and safety cars sometimes breed safety cars, as you rightly know, Johnny.
Yeah, that can be the way, and that's sometimes the downside of having such a large field of cars as well. 28 cars started this race, and it's always going to be busy for the opening few laps. So this is lap 6 that we're currently working. Just over 10 minutes remain on the clock. It also means that, not that Isaac Smith had really opened up much of a gap, but he's going to have an awful lot of pressure on his shoulders at the restart, because Max Coe